In fact, one of the men who went up in the crew with Lizzie Way, Ian Ferguson. Ian, tell us about some of the technology that you came up with for this flight.
Well, there's obviously a number of different video cameras we can use for television. I mean, some of them are very sizable, like the one that Nicola's holding here, which we've been filming with today, but others are getting more and more miniaturised. And in fact, these two cameras here are the sort of things that viewers will be familiar with from, coverage of Formula One, the cameras inside the cars, from canoeing, rowing, skydiving, and of course the Natural History Unit based next to our studios uses these quite a bit for things like Blue Planet, to film animals in ways that you couldn't take a big camera to actually do it, both above and below water. So all it involved was attaching one of these to a pole and putting it outside the basket and seeing how we got on. We got some shots later.
It's a tough job, isn't it? But someone's got to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's have a look at how you got on.
Okay.
Lift-off on this occasion was from Queen Square, where there'd been a gathering earlier on Tuesday morning, in fact, and here's the sped-up image taken from the pole camera as we ascend up into the skies above the centre of Bristol. There's me trying to rig the pole camera up. You'll see it's attached effectively to a small digital video camera and then hoisted out of the basket, which is a fairly compact basket, has to be said. Certainly not much room for more than three of us, as you can see, and that includes another cameraman with a full-size camera. So floating over the waterside of Bristol, in fact directly over the SS Great Britain, you can see down there at the bottom of the screen, we headed out towards the southwest, and here's a shot looking back towards the waterside and then eventually down towards the Cumberland Basin as we head down the River Avon Gorge with the burners going, getting more height on our way past the Clifton Suspension Bridge there, off towards the left. And the camera came into its own, really, the lower that we got. We started to hear cows and all sorts of things as we got lower and lower on our approach down towards Ashton, and passing over some wonderful houses. That's one of the beauties of balloons, is you get to see how everyone else puts their gardens together. Unfortunately, one of the things about balloons which isn't so great for pole cameras is trees, and at this point I very nearly lost one and managed to get the camera up just in time. Of course, this final tracking shot here as we approach towards some folks who are going to safely tether us as we park up at the golf course, and a very peaceful landing, certainly much more peaceful than the one I had earlier today with our reporter Lizzie Way.
Now, here's an alternative.